One sec. I'm just gonna get my thing. One sec. Oh. I know. I see the news.
That it was not.
I wasn't
successful
scared.
in any
I am
way, like
now.
Iran is claiming. We're hearing both from Qatar
need
and
a
the
vodka.
U.S. That there were no casualties, no damage. Can you confirm?
Yeah, we are hearing from officials at this time that they are not tracking any casualties in that attack. And the concern is that they want to, of course, keep it limited. They do not want to see this happen to other bases.
I'm shedding my knickers.
On high alert. We are told that they
I'm
aren't
not
tracking
even
any
British.
other attacks at this time. We do know that short-range and medium-range missiles, as you mentioned, were
I
used
do
in
not
this attack,
claim
on the
Britain.
Air Force Base in Qatar. Again, this is the base that is essentially the nerve center for the
Oh, no,
U.S.
where's
Central
my
Command
Pavlusha?
to launch.
Where's my Kiwi passport?
Look at
I
any
need
kind
my
of air
Kiwi
traffic.
passport.
It would have been really playing a critical role in that attack that the U.S. launched against the Iranian nuclear facilities. So really a critical nerve
I
center
read
there
this.
for
I
US
didn't
Central
actually
Command.
understand.
And then, of course,
When I was doing my
there's
FYP,
concern about the other
I read this, and I didn't really kind of understand where it was.
and Iraq. So, a lot of U.S. troops are positioned closer to Iran than any place that Israel is close.
They
in that
said,
region.
I was watching a bit
really
callers,
a
they
lot of
said,
concern
that if UK get involved, there's going to be consequences.
They could be vulnerable in this attack, but officials
We're a
say
small
now
island.
that
We
they
will not
have
survive.
defenses in place to protect those troops.
Say
They're
goodbye if we
using
ever get involved. I'm not even joking. We cannot get involved in this.
assets to try to, to keep those troops safe.
Well, Marcus, let's
We're
talk more about
small.
that with
Leave
you.
us alone.
The same senior U.S. defense official telling me they do believe that Iran's attacks will be regional, that they are preparing for that. What other targets do you think
Regional.
could be
What does that
at
mean?
risk? What
Regional.
are you hearing at this hour?
Kept there, right? Regional.
Well, certainly, Kira,
What does regional mean?
Discussing are no doubt targets, as Iran has already acknowledged that they launched a strike on the airbase in
area,
Doha.
right?
But,
Yeah.
As Ann was just alluding to, there's 40,000 troops in the region, all of them potentially targets.
Why do
Iran.
I'm not being
And
rude or
we've
anything,
seen-
but why am I involved in this? I'm not even from Britain. I'm from New Zealand.
Same story in
Don't involve me in your shit.
airspace has been temporarily closed.
It's not my fault I'm living here.
Threat of further attacks because the belief that this might not be over.
I didn't agree to anything either.
Just to give you some sense of what it has been like on the ground.
Oh my
in
God,
Doha.
I feel
I've been in
sorry for the
touch,
dogs,
with people
animals.
there,
Oh my
and
God.
they told me that they heard that the airspace had been closed. But then the next warning they had were the explosions. They looked up and saw the air defense system at work.
I'm
there,
not a British
and then those
citizen
interceptions,
anymore.
taking place, and then certainly
I
they
lied.
described it as very scary. And as they watched this unfold, so it seems like there was very little warning that this was going to happen, and so it gives you some sense of what it was like for people who were just living their lives in Doha on a calm night that has turned into a bit of chaos. And certainly we know that this is not over. Even here in Israel, there are still restrictions for people, officials urging them to stay home, not to go to work. Also, the schools remain closed, and also gatherings are prohibited, all because of the threat that still exists. And just a
I'm
quick
not going out.
Kira, on the response that we've heard from an Israeli official, the first response, this coming from a spokesperson with the IDF saying that they're in touch with their partners in the region, and that this is more proof of the violence that Iran is a terrorist state that threatens not just Israel, but the entire Middle East and the world at large. Kira.
I'm in London.
Right.
Oh my
Karen,
God, I've got to move.
Marcus, thank you so much.
I'm leaving.
And, we have to sort of back up and talk about what led to this, as of course we keep our eyes on the
That's
region
not
now
fast,
and see
no,
if
but
indeed
if we
Iran
get
continues its strikes.
Did you not hear? If the UK get involved, there's going to be consequences on us.
Midnight Hammer actually
Out to Starmer. Stammer, what
Yes.
goddamn name
Vice
is.
President J.D. Vance says it's only substantially set back. And then our own Mick Mulroy, who is former CIA and Special Forces officer, says that the strike
The hit
has now
London
turned
first,
back
I
the
know.
clock on Iran's nuclear program.
I live in
3 to 5
London.
years. Well, my next guest is not only a retired Air Force fighter pilot with air dominant systems expertise, but he's
Yeah, they'll
got
go
a
to the
degree in
military, yeah.
physics as well.
Where's
So
wait
he
a minute,
hasn't just
they'll go
dropped
for the military base. Where is the military base from my house?
They've actually done their job. Retired Air Force officer in defense.
Find out, guys. Where's the military base in London? I'm moving far away from it.
How will we know that the strikes that were made on the locations in Iran
This is
actually
terrible.
contained nuclear materials and were effective?
I
Because
don't
as
know
you
why.
know now,
I don't know
Iran
why I
is
didn't
coming
speak on this
forward
earlier because I read about this. This is 7 hours ago.
before the bombing happened. So I guess maybe you should gut check me there.
We
See
better
if
not be
that's
going to
true,
war.
And then
I
explain to me,
refuse.
how do we know what was hit and if it was
And
effective?
also, oh my God, that's not far from me.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. The intel community is going to be looking at overhead imagery and target pod footage to assess damage on these facilities. They're also going to be working in a slightly other piece of the
Well, I'm
spectrum.
sorry,
They're
guys.
looking
I
at,
said
radiation
calm. I said,
detectors
listen,
and
nothing.
gamma
Be
ray
calm.
spectroscopy
There's
to
not going to
assess
be
if
World
the
War
highly
III. Be
enriched
calm. Now I'm
uranium
shitting my
was
knickers.
present or leaked at any of these sites.
I need a drink.
Highly enriched uranium, just for gee whiz, has high concentrations of the isotope U-235 that as it radioactively decays to thorium-231, it emits an alpha particle, but also very distinctive.
Do I need
and
to pack the
characteristic
clo
gamma
bag, the
radiation.
suitcase?
So they're going to be looking for this fingerprint emission to help identify the presence of
I need to buy a
weapons-grade uranium.
suitcase.
Got it. So knowing what you know
I can't go out.
after
I'm not going
being
out.
with the Air Force for so many years and being a part of these types of missions
I
and
said
studying
don't go
Iran
from
and
my
studying
house
the
first.
intelligence, do you believe for a second that Iran moved out all
I still
nuclear
don't think,
materials
yeah. You know
before these
what?
bombings?
Listen, I'm kind of messing about it. I still don't think there's going to be a World War III. I don't think we'll get involved. We can't afford to get involved in this. Do you know what I mean? We'll be very stupid to get involved. I don't think we will, to be fair. But God knows. Starmer is our Prime Minister.
The type of bomb that was used, was designed for an attack like this, but had never been used before. So tell us
No, I'm not
about the
talking. I'm not
Mox
talking about World War III. I'm just talking about this with America and Iran.
this past weekend.
Yeah, after the wars of 2003, we found that some of our hardened target weapons, or bunker busters, everybody likes that term, just weren't actually quite as effective as we hoped they were. So as a result,
I need a drink.
Basically
I don't want to hear anyone. Oh my God, there she's drinking. I don't care. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down happy.
Deep underground targets like the Fordo uranium enrichment facility. This is truly a bespoke weapon for this specific target set. The bomb itself, it's a 27,000-pound ferrous cobalt bomb body, and I think you have some imagery there. And it's designed to drive at least 200 feet into concrete and earth to deliver its 5,000-pound payload intact to be able to effectively explode and get after those facilities.
Got it. Something, and I know
The Isle of
a lot
Wight
people
have
just don't
bunkers. What do you think they'll have it for the whole of England as well?
blew up nuclear materials.
We're doomed.
So
I've got a thing where
how,
you would go.
how do we know that there's not going to be a health?
We're going to have to clear up under the stairs. We're going to have to... I don't know if there's even rats under there. I don't know. That's where I'm going, under the stairs. But what if they... What the hell? That won't work.
When these explosions happened, and you're talking nuclear materials.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, there's concern that materials, if they're stored in vulnerable above-ground buildings...
I'm not going back to New Zealand. I've got
particles could
Babalusha.
get in the air and create a plume like we saw that
I
deposited
feel like the end's
radioactive
coming to...
particles over
the world's coming to an end.
after Chernobyl in '86. However, a carefully planned attack against an underground target could actually work to trap and seal in these materials under layers of earth and rock. Hopefully,
Stop
the
causing
future is that
anxiety.
these sites also become inaccessible to the Iranians, because any attempt to excavate and get back into these sites would pose an obvious radiological health hazard.
Jeffrey Needles, always good to talk to you in times like this with the firsthand experience that you have. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks, Kira.
Well, for more, let's bring in National and Security Defense Analyst Mick Mulroy, along with Trita Parsi, the Executive Vice President of the Quincy Institute, an American think tank focused on U.S. foreign policy. Mick, let's start with you in the breaking news. I thought we were going to sort of backtrack and talk about the weekend, but I guess, look, the Trump White House knew something was going to happen.
Who are they?
Clearly, they were prepared today. They were in the Situation Room monitoring these retaliatory
BBC
strikes.
News. Okay, one sec.
I guess from your experience,
what
did you make of today's attack? Symbolism of BBC Qatar, of course.
I mean, you say, Ecuador, that Israel has achieved everything that it wanted to do.
BBC News.
On a couple of points, I want to challenge you on. I want to ask you on a couple of points on that. First of all, it is still unclear whether the attacks have actually obliterated Iran's nuclear regime. There are, comments coming through from J.D. Vance and others that they have pushed Iran's nuclear regime significantly back, but not totally destroyed it. And second of all, what you have not achieved is regime change. Is that a desire, do you think, from Israel?
That's what I don't know. As you know very well, I'm not close enough to the government and to the
I can't believe one country has done all this. Oh my God.
This or not, I think that it will be silly and reckless and irresponsible to even suggest that we are going to continue in order to bring down the regime of Iran. What we have done up until now is extraordinary. It's much beyond the expectations. I don't know exactly what the government wanted, but that someone told you a couple of weeks ago that for 10 days the Israeli Air Force will be above Iran, shooting, bombing, attacking every corner of Iran without one Israeli plane shot down, and that
my nightmares have come true, and I swear to you, as God is my witness, I had 5 nightmares, and I've always remembered them. Right, I've had 5 the same ones where I'm running, right, and they it was a little bit like muddled up, yeah. And what I see is like, I thought they were like spaceships, you know how nightmares go, right? And I thought like flashing lights, and the next minute they're dropping. I can't say what. And I was running, and then I lost my mum. My dad was in it as well. I lost my mum, and I went try and hide. I went for under a bridge. That's where I'm going, under a bridge, because that's my nightmare telling me to get under a bridge. That's where I'm going. Where's a bridge? It was in my nightmare. And I ran under a bridge. Oh my God, this is a premonition. I had a premonition. I need to report this. 5 nightmares of the same, and I'm running to get under a bridge. Oh my God, it's coming true. That's what it's telling me. And my nightmare's telling me, Angie, get under a bridge. Yes. That's where I'm going. I've got to find a bridge.
If the Iranian missiles continue on Israel, and if also there is still this
the bridge could fall.
Well, that was my nightmare. Kilograms of uranium that the Iranians perhaps removed from Fordow before that American bombing campaign. Would you really be in support of Israel stopping here?
I really don't think they're going to do it to a road, do you? Like a road. They're not just going to say, oh, look, there's a bridge there, let's do that, when there's no one on the bridge. Yeah. Shut up.
While all the achievements that we made, which are, as I said, incredible, outstanding.
Well, we don't have a bunker.
We didn't have the means, we didn't have the bombs, we didn't have the aircraft that was capable of bombing.
It only collapsed on me if it went up.
So
I don't know. I don't know where I'll go then.
Do you think that after America was not
There's a railway around the corner. That's a 20-minute walk. If I make it.
Now Israel will be able to do it when we didn't even.
Do I take my clothes?
Know where they are, if they are, what they are. I mean, let's, I hope.
Glasgow has loads of bunkers, but not for everyone in Glasgow.
We will understand.
They're not going to have bunkers for everyone.
Of what was the significance of
I'll have to go underground.
Up until now,
and there's a tunnel.
Of the use of force that is
I need clothes.
At this point, Iran is there. No one is going to remove Iran from where it is. Iran is a nation of 92 million people.
I can't open boxes when I've got the dual camera on. Give me 3 minutes and I'll open it.
That we have to even talk about the removal of the regime. I think this is beyond the ability and
water.
The,
get a bag and fill it. Suitcase? Can I get a suitcase?
It's the time.
What kind of bag? A suitcase? I've got a suitcase.
Can I ask you finally, Ehud Olmert, in terms
No,
of
shut up,
the
Laura.
continuing war in Gaza, how you think the attack on Iran and an extremely weakened Iran could potentially play into Israel's tactics in Gaza, and whether it provides an opportunity. If you were advising, if you were sitting in the Prime Minister's residence today, if you were running the government, how you would now play things with regards to the Gaza war.
Mr. Lewin, they run the government.
Hello?
Angela.
Yeah, listen, I can't do no beef.
Angela, calm
down.
With who?
There's a war. Do you not know what's going on?
I told you this morning.
Yes, my love, I cook food.
Iran has USA Air Force bases.
Go on, Iran.
Army bases.
Big up Iran.
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, big up Iran.
What are you talking about? Hey, I love what she's talking though.
What are you talking about?
I love when you talk.
Yeah, well, there's stupidity, and let me tell you why. Because now it's going to be retaliation, right? It's going to be retaliation. Now we're going to have a World War III.
You better go start fighting.
What do you think the US is just going to say, oh, okay. No, they're going to go back.
Where did they hit? What part? Where? Oh. Yeah, what country did they hit?
I mean, I'm not being funny, Tori. Listen, I'm not got nothing against Iran, but listen, America is our ally. Do you understand?
Do you really want them as your ally?
Listen, I don't care who's my allies as long as they keep us. Listen, as long as they keep us safe.
Yeah, but he's a fraud. Donald Trump is a fraud, Angela.
Well, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he's on our side.
For what side?
Oh, okay. Let's tell Donald Trump, don't be on our side. Let us fight on our own.
Shut too much.
But we wouldn't.
Fuck. You as well.
Because if England stayed out of it, then we wouldn't need America as an ally, right?
But you don't get it.
They hit the US airbase in Qatar.
We're already involved.
US airbase in Qatar. They hit Qatar. Oh, this is going to be
people not to go anywhere busy, crowded areas, everything.
You know they've stopped aeroplanes going to and from Dubai as well. So a lot of English people are stranded in Dubai at the moment. My friend being one of them.
At the end of the day, we live here in the UK. You know what I mean? It's not good. I understand why they did it. I get it. But however, now it's just retaliation, isn't it? And then what's going to happen? World War.
Yeah, but then why would the UK get involved?
We don't have a choice because we're part of NATO.
Of course we
Bro, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Well, if they retaliate back forth, a World War III will break out. We're part of NATO. We'll have no choice but to join the war.
Do you have any doctors in your chat? I think I might be getting... I don't know if this is a road to sepsis, guys. I might have to go to hospital,
Yes, I know we all have no choice.
Guys, look at my leg.
Does not understand.
Wait, let me go somewhere.
I should go now, you know what I mean?
Can you see how red my legs are? I got bitten.
Oh.
By what? Wait, by what?
Is there any doctors or nurses, guys? Do I need to go to hospital? Is this dangerous?
She's a numbnut and has no clue. I know.
Jordan! That's actually massive, mum. Take some spirits on.
I'm going to go bye. The rest of the news. Out!
There was no other attack other than Iran's attack to Qatar, the US base in Qatar. So there was no
look at these comments.
Look at the comments. US bases in the region other than what
I don't like those comments. See people putting, they're saying F Palestine as well. They're saying all of it.
Thanks for clarifying that, Nafisa.
Oh my God, there's going to be a war with the people as well.
On Qatar. In terms of the scope of it, the number of missiles used, the early warning that Iran seems to have given Qatar.
I didn't know that. I was going to say there should be blocks, but then it is the news.
In terms of an Iranian move here, is it a simple tit-for-tat move, or is it actually an escalation?
for me, it is very reminding. It's very reminding what happened in 2020 when the U.S. assassinated Iran's Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani here in Baghdad, and at that time also Iran was talking about a hard retaliation and hard revenge, but before Iran fired missiles toward Al-Assad base, which was targeted by at least 12 ballistic missiles that damaged that base massively, but there was advance warning to forces there, so forces there could take shelter in their bunker. I flew right after that attack to Al-Assad base, and I could see everything from closely. So
why is she talking about bunkers?
Me that they knew that the attack coming. They evacuated their fighter jets. Exactly the same thing happened here in Udeid, Al Udeid air base in Qatar. So the Americans removed all their fighter jets from that base, put them in a safe area. Soldiers were in safe area. So exactly the same thing. That time there was a lot of speculation. And first Iran said that they didn't want to kill any US soldiers.
If I'm gonna die, I'm dying drunk.
They gave advance warning to Iraqi government. Then they denied. But after that, multiple sources here in Iraq.
Of course, USA is gonna fight back. It's not good.
That they knew that the attack coming, and they warned the US forces. So the US forces took all the security measures, and it seems that time also Iran didn't want to escalate further. And now the understanding is that the same strategy is happening, but we should be a bit cautious. We are not still sure that this is the only one-time attack, and it will finish, or other bases may be attacked by Iran. But so far, it seems that Iran says it has carried out a response and showing the US that they can reach their biggest base in the region.
Nafisa, the Israeli media is reporting that Israel has passed messages to Iran that it is keen to wrap up this war with Iran in the coming days. How do you think that is going to be responded to by the Iranian government?
Yes, I like that sound.
Those messages are not
wrap it up!
It's not clear that
wrap it up!
Sent these messages, but there are a lot of reports that
they have
sent messages through Arab countries, which it seems that
it's only been going on for weeks, and now you want to wrap it up?
In delivering that alleged message to Iran, but the thing is, the question is, can Iran trust in this situation any message that is coming from Mr. Netanyahu's government that showed in different areas like Lebanon itself that even after ceasefire, attacks continued and justified that Israel is still being threatened, for example, in Lebanon by Hezbollah. Today, on its own, southern Lebanon has faced multiple attacks by Israel despite the ceasefire. So I'm not quite sure that if such a message has been delivered to Tehran, how Tehran can really relay on that. What we see is that this escalation probably will continue. This is the feeling that I can get from different sources in the region, especially here in Iraq.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you talk about that mistrust, Nafisa, because I'm sure that there is also a great deal of mistrust now from Tehran towards
America.
Washington
just cannot retaliate back.
Given the fact that Donald Trump
leave it alone. Leave it to Israel and Iran, and then happy days.
And similarly, we saw reports from the Iranian government that they believe that the alleged sixth round of nuclear talks with the US that were planned for what was it, a week ago last Sunday, was also a kind of cover for the Israelis.
Says New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand.
The Iranians. So
I'm not from this country.
You feel now that that there will be
keep this top on every day.
a one single attack on a US base in Qatar, a barrage of missiles here to Israel, the Iranian regime, and the kind of hawkish voices and the warmongers around the regime?
No, I don't think so. Even now, I look at some, even on social media, I'm following some of those that are very supportive of the Iranian government, the Iranian regime, and now they are asking that that's
we'll go into the safety procedures in a minute, guys.
So
okay, we'll talk about the safety procedures
in a regime to act further and further and harder.
Let's have a 5-minute break, guys, because I can understand you getting a bit anxious. I don't think there's going to be a World War III. I'm really not. However, it is looking a bit. Yeah, just be careful when you go out. Don't go into crowds. Yeah, so if there's a concert, cancel it. It's probably not going to be safe. Yeah. Get your survival kit, right? So like what do you think, a suitcase or like a backpack is probably better than a backpack. Put all your food in it just in case. I don't know where you're going to go, like. I mean, we will be doomed, we'll be fucked. Yeah. However, get your survival pack ready. What you need is water. Loads of water. Although when it rains, you know, not if it's nuclear though. Oh. Well, you need your water. Get your water. Food, cans. I will show you what I got. Do you want to show you what I've got? I've got mine. Right. I have got, guys. Oh, that's too heavy. I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to bring the phone to what I've got packed. Right. Oh. Right, can you see that, guys? See, I've got noodles, mashed potatoes till 2026. Yeah, 2026. I have got I've got it just left in this for now. I've got baked beans at the bottom, tuna, pot noodles. What have I got underneath here? Baked beans. So there you go. That's what you need. But obviously I need to get more than that. And then I've got loads of water, obviously. There you go. So I've packed it already here. A lighter. You need a lighter. Obviously, candles. I better put my candles in. I've got candles. I've got a candle here. Candles. Right. I'll just leave that up there for now. Let me show you candles. They're all my candles. Yeah. You need a lighter. I'm not going to show you my medication, but Lamsip or anything like that I need. Forget that candle, that's gone a bit. But all my candles here. Okay. So I bought those the other day because they're quite good. I've got a lighter. I need to get matches. I've got to buy a torch. I was going to put my wish list up, but I feel like really bad now at the fact that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to buy all that. Let's get this out. Batteries. I've got loads of batteries. I'm going to put it all together. And then I'm going to put it in my backpack in case I need to. I don't know where the fuck I'd go, to be honest. I'm not leaving Babalusha. If Babalusha can't get in a cage, I'm not going. Because if Babalusha dies, I have to die with him, I'm afraid. You may need a Zigzange. Yeah, that's true. I think I'm not going to start smoking again. Fuck it. If I'm going to die, I might as well die smoking. So what else do you need, guys? Have I missed anything off? They say a sleeping bag. Yeah, because if you're under a bridge, you're probably going to need a sleeping bag. Shit. I'm putting my wish list up tomorrow because sleeping bags are fucking expensive. Yeah. I've got batteries. Got that. I've got loads of batteries. Oh my god, I've got loads of batteries. I should really put it all together. I will do that tomorrow. I'm going to put it all together and shit. What else? I've got to buy some more food and everything else. Gas for lighter. Yeah, I'll just buy another 7 of those. I don't expect to be there that long. You know what I mean? A week, the longest. Don't know what, sitting under a bridge for a week. What the hell? But there is a railway that's underneath. I can go under there. A tent. A tent. What the fuck do I want a tent for? Bloody hell. So there's a lot of things I'm going to get tomorrow and the next day. Oh my God, this week is going to be crazy. People are going to panic buy, aren't they? I can just see it now. Everyone running for those toilet fucking rolls. Oh my God, World War III. Well, 6 years. Are you kidding me? What the hell? I'm just going to put my wish list up tomorrow because, you know, you don't want anything happening to me. So I'm going to put my wish list up tomorrow, guys. I'm going to put in an aircon, just in case, for the house. I'm going to put in a backpack. I'm going to put in a sleeping bag. Shit, do I need to get her one, though? Oh, fuck that, I'm not getting her one. Sleeping bag. Pillows. Toilet rolls. Good start. I don't think it's going to be like if it was declared, which I don't think there's going to be a World War III, don't get me wrong, I really don't. But, however, if there is, because we do have Starmer as our president at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? So, in case we do, I'm going to, I made a good start on what I've got, yeah? So what we need, guys, what you need is you need to get a phone charger. No, I've got a power bank. Where the fuck am I going to charge the... Where am I going to charge it, guys? Under a bridge. Do you know what I mean? Wake up, guys. Wake up. I have a power bank, right? Right, guys, let's do the list. Right, everyone go and get a pen and paper. Everyone get a pen and paper. Generator. Well, I'm not buying the generator. I'm putting that on my wish list. Right, get a pen and paper, guys. We're going to do the list. Right, we're having a little break from the news because it is affecting people's anxiety, I can see. Right, get pen and paper. Right, write down water. Loads of water. Yeah? Yeah? Backpack. Loads of water. Tin food. A lot of tin food. Yeah? Do you need to take clothes? What about clothes? A solar power bank. I'm going to have to put that on my wish list. I'm not buying that. A lighter. A torch. Fuck, I need to write this all down. Right. The hell? Right, pen. But don't worry, guys. I'm sure it won't happen. I'm sure there won't be a World War III. Maybe we'll stem it in. Fucking knobhead. Right. Backpack. Solar. What was it? Solar system. Water. Food. Another lighter. Copy of my will. Lighter. What else did we say? I forgot. A torch. I've got the power bank. I've got all that there. Got batteries. Got batteries. Gum. I need loads of buzzballs. So I need loads of buzzballs. Yeah. I'm going to be pissed. Absolutely. First aid kit. I don't need a first aid kit. Medication. Plasters. Loads of drugs. What the hell? You pinned that? Passport. My Kiwi passport in case I get taken hostage. No offence to you, Brits. No offence. Passport. Cat food. Oh my God, the list go. I'm going to have to put the special list up tomorrow. Do I need to take clothes? I don't really want to be in the same knickers. What about Sheila? Sod her! Out for yourself now, guys. Everyone for themselves. Absolutely. Listen, if someone came near me, I'd push them in front of me. Absolutely. Take her. She's British. I'm from New Zealand. What else? I think that's it, isn't it? Can't think of anything else, really. Perfume. What do you think I was going to go date someone? Sleeping bag. Sleeping bag. Don't really need pillows. ×2. That's ×2 for me. Soap. The fuck do you think I'm going to have a shower in the rain? I can't deal with you guys. I'm not coping now. Let's see what the news says now. Breaks over.
Saying, you know, he's just asking the question in a sort of innocent face emoji. I think you'd say it in the modern parlance, wouldn't you? So those things lead to a kind of conflict or a mixed message, if you like, which is what Donald Trump doesn't mind. He doesn't mind a kind of ambiguity, because that kind of ambiguity, that kind of chaos, you might call it as well, he believes that is a strength when it comes to negotiation.
My anxiety can't take it anymore.
Gary, thank you for that. Just before I let you go, Gary, just on one, marking our card for us, are we expecting to hear any more details from any particular department involved of the White House in the hours ahead?
Deodorant.
Yeah, the Pentagon have promised a press conference. We don't know exactly when, but they've promised one. And in their statement they sent out earlier on, where they confirmed what they actually described as an attack on the Al Udeid base. And now that may be semantics, but
I'll have my wish list up tomorrow.
Those missiles got through, but they promised more information on that, and we do think they're going to say something public. And bear in mind, this is a department that basically does no press.
We'll have all the coke.
Or hasn't done since the beginning of this administration. Very rarely. It had a press conference
I'm now going to be a crackhead.
We're getting more in the last few days from the Pentagon than we've had in a while.
Gary, thank you so much for that. I'll let you get back to it, covering the reaction in the US. Crucial, of course, so many eyes will be focused towards Donald Trump and his response. Let's go back to the region now.
Please don't respond.
Israel. Tel Aviv,
my colleague,
Mark Lowen is there for us.
He said he will not strike back. Good man.
There. Just talk us through some of the response.
Good man.
Where you are.
That's it. Don't strike back.
Actually, let me just pick up
eye for
on
eye,
what you just
not
asked
good.
Gary, because we've just actually
tit for tat now. That's it.
US,
Done.
We've just seen
Done.
The reports of a post on Truth Social by Donald Trump. The first post since the Iranian attack on that US base. And he has said this. He's actually hit out at US media reporting of the extent of the damage on the Iranian nuclear sites by the American bombs. He has said the sites that we hit in Iran were totally destroyed, and everyone knows it. Only the fake news would say anything different in order to try and demean.
That's what I thought.
And even
I'm pretty sure Trump said if they strike, then he will strike. Then they will regret it. He's not thinking the UK. Oh, as long as we don't get involved, we cannot get involved. Otherwise, I'm going to personally protest outside Downing Street.
Look,
don't risk my life. Don't risk your life. Don't risk our life. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. Yeah? This is we. Our life. He's probably got a bunker.
Whether Iran is going to respond to that, how it's going to respond to that, we simply don't know. I mean, this is proving a costly operation for Israel, both in terms of the amount of money it's having to spend on interceptor missiles, but also also in terms of the damage coming through from Iranian
Has anyone got anywhere safe to go? Just in case. Has anyone got any safe place to go?
Israel keen to wrap this up. We just simply don't know how Iran's going to respond, and of course how Trump is going to respond to this Iranian attack on the US airbase. Israel, for the time being, says that it...
listen, on TikTok, what do we say? Tit for tat. Tit for tat. That's it, done. No more retaliation. That's it, done.
Notorious prison there that houses dissidents, including journalists and academics and opponents of the regime. Israel says that it is continuing to strike with determination, but it feels that it has achieved what it was going to achieve. The question, as ever, is a hawkish and belligerent regime that has got its back against the wall, and with an 86-year-old supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, who feels extremely weakened, is he going to try to hit back in a more significant way? And is that, albeit limited, Iranian counterattack on a US airbase in
I'm
Qatar
not going no bunker without Babalusha.
From the Trump administration?
Mark, thank you very much for that. Mark Lowen there. Right, let's talk through now some of the images we're getting in here at the BBC in central London. So these...
Central London! Why are we in London? What's going on?
These are missiles being launched in Iran.
What the fuck? They need to clear that up there. They need to clear that up. They were talking about central London.
Iran's revolutionary
oh my God!
And what we are seeing
can we please clear that up? Because they said that in central London. I thought they were like talking about something had gone off in central fucking London there. What the hell? I think they need to fucking clear that one up.
Relatively dramatic.
I nearly shit my knickers.
Listen in and see
I'm only 20 minutes from central London. What the hell?
No, it doesn't seem like there's any sound, but there's significant...
When I saw smoke, I was thinking, what the hell? London's gone up!
As the rockets and the missiles fire vertically. There is some sound. Let's listen in.
That's not coming to London, is it?
So that just gives you a sense of some of the latest images we have here. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps supplying those pictures of missiles being launched towards...
I nearly had a heart attack.
Qatar. Qatar saying all of the missiles that were launched were successfully
I've got to speak to my mum. We've got to get out. We've got to leave.
And just to remind you that my colleagues at BBC Verify are going through social media images, UGC, so user-generated content, which is people filming usually on their mobile phones and verifying that footage, and we are bringing you just the verified images when we get them. The images that we have had verified so far, those orange bursts of light in the sky showing explosions, potentially showing missiles being intercepted by air defences across the skyline of Qatar, close to Doha, which is where those first reports of explosions were heard, the skyline over the capital.
I'm not sleeping tonight. All night tonight, I'm doing my survival list.
In the country. My colleague, Amy Wells, is standing by for us now in Jerusalem. I only just bring us up to date.
Come to Wells, I'm moving. We got to go. That's it, Mum. We're going.
Well, as you've been discussing there, the latest is that it has been confirmed by Qatar, also by the US, that these strikes were sent towards this big US military base in Qatar. Both sides, though, saying that all of the missiles were intercepted. The US has said that there are no troops, for example, being injured or hurt. The statement we've had from Qatar also suggests that this base was evacuated through precautionary measures ahead of these strikes taking place. As you say, we've seen these early images of what appear to be interceptions over the sky in Doha. We've had reports from
people on the ground there that they heard explosions taking place after this warning was issued for people to take shelter in Qatar. We heard both the US and the UK warning people ahead of time to take shelter after it became apparent that there was this credible threat to
take shelter. I wouldn't even know where to take shelter.
The US is biggest in the Middle East. It's thought there could be about 8,000 or so US troops normally stationed there. So this is a significant US base in Iran. Was certainly threatening beforehand to retaliate after the US intervened in this war against US bases in the region. One of the questions now is whether Iran has further bases in its sights. We know that the US has multiple different bases around the region, in the Gulf in particular, in places like Bahrain, for example, as well in Iraq. There are questions now about whether Iran stops there or whether it does continue further strikes. Iranian media earlier described this as the beginning of Iran's retaliation. So it's not clear yet whether, as I say, they do continue with further retaliations, and also what the US does now in response to this attempted attack on a US military base.
Yeah, just on exactly that point, of course, all eyes on Donald Trump.
Cash. I need cash.
The response to
I'm up early. I'm not sleeping. I'm up super duper early tomorrow.
We heard from one
I'm not even going to sleep tonight. I'm going to do my survival kit immediately, and I need to get out of London.
Calculated response. I'm leaving. Calculated to not provoke a great response. The assessment being that there were various different options open, of course.
How do you get a bunker?
Iran, and given the fact that, of course,
I'm not leaving without my
is still striking Iran throughout the day today, given the scale potentially of the damage done to the nuclear program by the US strikes, of all the potential responses, this at the moment seemingly, if what we understand bears out,
get a bunker on the wish list.
Restrained.
Do they have bunkers on Amazon?
Yeah, I think it is fair to say that relatively this was a restrained retaliation for now. Iran themselves have said that it was proportionate in their words, that they struck the same amount of bombs that the US had used in its strikes on Iran. But as you say, there are some reports that perhaps this was something quite coordinated, not necessarily designed to inflict damage to personnel, for example. We haven't heard that necessarily from Iran directly, but that is certainly something that has been reported, and that is interesting because I suppose one of the calculations that Iran would have been making would be that if there was damage inflicted, for example, on US personnel, that would be a reason for the US to then carry out further strikes on Iran if its own military personnel, for example,
right, can we have a break? My anxiety's gone up the roof. So I've got backpack, solar system, water, food, lighter, torch, gum, buzzballs, medication, plasters, passport, my Kiwi passport, cat food, sleeping bag ×2, both for me, soap, baby wipes, soap, like I need soap, baby wipes, nuts, alcohol, more alcohol, deodorant, toilet paper, diazepam, earbuds, cash, and a bunker. I can't cope. Hey Jojo.
Hello, darling. So you've heard what's gone on.
I've heard. I'm not going to sleep.
No.
I'm going to be putting my survival kit together. Where the hell's my mum partying on a night like this?
Oh, she's out and about. Good for her.
Oxygen tank. What the hell? Listen, if it comes to a nuclear thing, I might as well just say goodbye.
Oh dear.
Weapon. You never know who's out there trying to rob your food.
Your food? They might try robbing Babalusha. We'll have to hide Babalusha.
How am I going to get him in this bloody cage? I can't just leave him in the cage for 6 years.
No. Try not to. I know we're all worried about things, Angie, but try not to get. I know.
Yeah.
Yes,
put it back on.
To that prison, what the state of any prisoners may be, but certainly it is clear that Israel is carrying on with its plans regardless. It is hoping as well that it is managing to do significant damage both to Iran's defense capabilities, but also
we're not got to do it with
capacity to fire ballistic missiles back towards Israel. So at the moment, Israel continues to provide these regular updates of sites that it is hitting in Iran, and that doesn't seem to be changing despite these other escalations in other parts of the region.
Israel's at war, not us, it's the States.
So let's take stock as we reflect on where things are coming up to, 3 hours or so now, 2-3 hours after these.
Quick, we're going to start digging. Quick, Angie, quick.
That comment, I've just...
What did it say?
I have to go... No, I'm not laughing at you, Nan, you passed away. I had to go London tomorrow to spread my Nan's ashes. I hope I don't become ashes too. That's not funny. I'm so sorry that you're about your Nan, but...
Yeah, we're sorry about your Nan.
It was the last bit when he said... I hope I don't become ashes.
We're very sorry for your loss.
But we are sorry for your loss. I'm laughing at the second comment.
Diana, quick, come and help us. We're gonna get out. We're gonna find a way out. See.
Oh my! Does anyone live in London? So I feel a bit not alone. Does anyone live in London so I don't feel alone?
Let us know if you live in London, guys.
Huh?
I think you've done this before, Angie. You did a poll, didn't you?
Yeah, but there's different people on now. Does anyone else live in London? So I feel, yes, the Londoners, yes. Right, happy face you live in London, guys. Happy face you live in London.
Can you imagine you might be in a bunker with CLA? Can you imagine?
20 minutes from me. I don't know if she's moved, hasn't she? But she has moved to London. Somewhere in London.
She's somewhere in London, isn't she?
Who lives in London? Only 30 people. Oh, this is terrible.
Don't say that, Viv.
Oh, let's hope it's happening.
Sovereign soil. So, as well as aiming for US military base, clearly they have come into conflict with Qatar. We had a statement from Qatar saying that they have used their air defences and successfully...
But to be fair, I mean, we have been in war before. We've got, World War One, World War Two. You know what I mean?
Iranian media reports.
So we survived that.
The Eagle says they've just found out they're pregnant.
Who did?
The Eagle.
US administration that through sources that there are no reports of any US casualties. We are waiting for an on-camera briefing from the Pentagon and from officials there in the US, and we await what details we will get and clarification for any damage done. From the Qatari point of view,
it's good there's no casualties.
Missiles from
on both sides,
intercepted. Now, Iran talking about their neighbours Qatar, saying they were not attacking Qatar and they hoped that their good relations with the country would continue.
Well, why are we worried though anyway? When you think about it, right? First of all, what we have to worry about is what someone said, sleepers, yeah? Apart from that, our airspace is very protected. So they couldn't get here, right, number one, right? They've got nothing they can they throw anything at us? Can they send anything over, guys?
Well, it's what's in this country, Andrew.
I think our biggest worry is that someone like said the fuel.
Yeah.
No, they've destroyed the nukes, haven't they? But nuclear is going to damage the world. The nuclear will be devastating worldwide, wouldn't it? So I don't think that will happen. Yeah, Iran don't have nukes. So what I'm saying is they don't have nukes. Our airspace is protected. The only thing I feel that we need to worry about is number one, sleepers, and number two is things that fuel and all things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's what we worry about. Yeah. What are sleepers? People that are on foot, like that live in this country or come to this country, but to
like ISIS were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that. That's why they say just avoid crowded places.
Yeah, tease. Yeah, we can't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Footnotes, you're right. Delusive TPI. Yeah.
I think our biggest worry is the fuel.
Yeah, Boo.
Spies, yeah. I think that's
there'll be other,
as long as you don't go in any crowded areas. I think, like I said, they've got no nukes, so the nuclear they wouldn't do that very much because that's going to be worldwide affect the world. Our airspace is too protected. You know, our biggest probably worry is fuel and stuff like that, and sleepers. You know, people that are gonna crowded places.
What I find quite interesting is Iran have gone through Iraq, where Iraq haven't been involved in this. And what I think the purpose is that they're wanting Iran is to have a massive, Middle Eastern WAR, to be honest with you. Because now they're involved in countries that haven't been involved.
Food prices and all that will go up, absolutely. That's why I'm saying to you.
Knock up, Ange, quick, get on the...
That means you have to go and buy food. Start buying your food now. That's if it hasn't already gone up.
Well, I think petrol already gone up.
But then we're now. The thing is, what another concern is, we've got now Russia and China.
Yeah, well,
Russia
I think
and China, that would be our biggest threat.
They'll join forces with Iran. That's just what they want. That's what they're after.
Russia said today it's not their war. Did they say that?
No.
Did they?
But you know what it's like, all these communism, they all stick together.
They did say that. Oh, well, fair play to them if they've said that. That's good. So then the biggest threat, which would be Russia and China, that would be our biggest threat, because then that could probably be World War goddamn free, innit?
Yeah, and then...
But there you go, guys. We don't really have anything to worry about.
North Korea and all that.
So we don't really have anything to worry about.
You'd be saying about being unblocked on 17, that
Yeah, our biggest threat, I think, would have been Russia,
Yeah. What will be, guys.
Yeah, I'm still going to do this.
Does Sheila know, Angie?
Yeah, she would know, yeah.
What was she saying? Well, she will have seen it all before.
Mm-hmm.
Your mum will have lived through it all before, and they all survived. Didn't they?
No, I don't think she would have. When was it? 1936? No, my mother was born in 1950.
Oh, was she? So she was just at the end of World War II, baby, then?
No, World War II finished in 1945, didn't it?
Yeah, so she was in 1950 that she was born. She was at the end of that war, yeah.
1955, I think she was.
Right.
Yeah, 1955. So she was at the war. Yeah. So she was
What does she make of all of it? Does she think it'll all blow over, or does she think we're going to have a go?
This is going to be World War III.
Yeah. I agree with her. But I've been saying this for months, and everybody's been like, at me. But yeah.
I think she's on Iran's side. I don't know.
Is she? All right. Maybe she'll go and see the Ayatollah Khomeini.
Maybe she should go and live there.
Maybe she should talk some sense into him. We'll get Sheila to help us. She put up a good argument.
What you got to think of, right? It's not about sides really at this point. It's about who's going to keep you alive. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even though there's a lot of people that hate America and everything else, they're the only country that because they're very powerful, that will actually, even though we want on side, even though they've gone in and done what they've done. You know, some people think it's a good thing, some people it doesn't, because it did destroy the nukes, right?
Yeah, Billy's put maybe Sheila's secret boyfriend.
He's Chinese, her boyfriend.
Oh, is he? Oh. How did she meet him, Andrew?
Or is he from Singapore?
Oh, is he? Oh, lovely.
Boyfriend, more of a companion.
Oh, that's nice for her though, Andrew, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. That's nice.
No, you're not worried. No, like I said, I think the threats of Russia and the nukes and that have gone. I think really the biggest worry in this country, like I said, is the sleepers. So don't just avoid crowded areas, because this country is on high alert now.
Yeah, if you see anything suspicious, guys, any packages, anything.
Yeah, don't avoid concerts, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sheila gets more bedtime.
She gets more bedtime than most of us. Oh, bless her, she's just right.
Are you worried? Not really, no.
This was a largely symbolic, choreographed missile strike. Iran says 6 missiles were used. Well, Al Udeid is the largest US military base in the Middle East. The forward
Can we tell
base
which one's the
of
best
US
UK,
Central
please? Thank
Command
you.
in the
BBC News, we want to know
East,
where it
and
is
home
in
to
London and other
88,000
places in the UK.
American troops. President Trump visited it
Glastonbury. I wouldn't go to Glastonbury.
The Pentagon says the base was attacked by short and medium-range ballistic missiles.
Yeah, I really wouldn't go to Glastonbury. But however, I'm not saying it won't be safe. I'm just saying it's got to be a crowded area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I'll cancel it. Sky News is best. Okay, one sec.
Yeah, Sky's been quite good, Andrew.
I'm still not sleeping tonight because even I'm not really worried, I want to get this all done. So at least I know that, because the food and all that shit's going up.
Yeah.
Not just normal food. I want to get food just in case I do need it. Do you know what I mean? In case something happens.
Tonight I'll probably be just watching the news and stuff.
Sky News.
Grow your veg. Well, that's what they used to do, wasn't it?
No, I can't find the Sky News. It says last went live 1 day ago.
But certainly, and Courtney, what else do we know about these strikes? Tell us what you hear.
I've got this one.
The Qatari Prime Minister's advisor said that they thwarted the attack. They shot them out of the sky. They did not land. There are no casualties. That's the first most important thing to know. I did speak with a American expat who lives in Doha. In Doha, they heard the explosions more like thuds. It's about 17 miles away. This is the CENTCOM forward headquarters. This is a big base and has a huge history of being in Qatar. It's been there for a long time. And so people remember General Tommy Franks there before the U.S. invasion of Baghdad. It is significant. That was the staging area for the fighter jets. But according to expats living in Doha, they are not sheltering in place. They are just being careful. So no seeming imminent threat right in Qatar, but that airspace is closed. Bahrain's airspace is closed. The UAE's airspace is closed. This is people are on the tender hooks.
A big question, I think everybody, as they're watching this unfold, what is the risk to Americans overseas and back here on U.S. soil?
Well, there has never been a Shia terrorist attack in the U.S. There have never been sleeper cells, although we have been warned about them. It's usually been regional and often against Israelis. Like in Bulgaria, there's a history. In Argentina, there's a history. There's no history like an Al-Qaeda Sunni-led terrorist attack in the States. Hezbollah has mainly been decapitated, essentially. Hamas is on the back foot. But of course, everybody has to batten down the hatches. The biggest escalation, the biggest fear, and this was from an Israeli top intelligence official, former official, retired now, who worked on the Iran portfolio, is God forbid a U.S. soldier is killed, because does this draw the U.S. in further? Will we have to retaliate? Would the U.S. have to retaliate if service members are hurt overseas, like in Qatar?
That's a very important point. But then also there are questions, if this conflict continues to escalate, how could it spread in the Persian Gulf?
Right. And there's always mission creep. Like, what happens if they start hitting more U.S. military bases? What happens if the oil facilities are hit in Saudi Arabia, or the Strait of Hormuz is blocked? Then it becomes a global geopolitical issue. Right now, it's really Israel and the U.S., but really notable today and significant that we have to keep watching is the Iranian foreign minister was key to those talks with the U.S. and Iran that didn't continue after Israel started striking Iran. He's in Russia today. And if you remember back from Syria, Iran sided with Russia in the Ukraine-Russia war. Russia sided with al-Assad and kept him in power and bombed Syrian civilians while they had to live in tunnels underground. Russia has a big stake in this region and always has since the Cold War. So for an Iranian foreign minister, there are three things they could be talking about.
back me up on the UN Security Council. Use your veto power when you get it, and support us. We supported you in Ukraine. We need more arms and missiles. We've been depleted. That kind of thing is what will. If Russia enters this and sides with Iran, that is a big game changer too. So we're really at the problem remains. What's next?
We want to bring in CBS News Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan, who is on the phone with us right now. Margaret, I know you're talking with your diplomatic sources. What are you hearing?
Well, at this moment, it appears that attack by Iran on Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar has been concluded, though we haven't yet heard that there won't be further attacks later. It seems like for this moment, no reported death or injuries from the U.S. military. Sometimes, though, that takes time to actually assess. But what we know is that the United States and Qatar were able to be in communication well in advance of the attack actually being launched to prepare for what was about to come via these short and medium range ballistic missiles that the
it doesn't really affect us, Teza, but if there's a World War III, then it will affect us because, we are part of NATO, so we would have to get involved. We would have no choice. So, and that's the problem. And because we are an ally of the US, we always get involved.
The command that helped to execute the attack on their 3 nuclear sites that the United States carried out overnight Saturday into Sunday. Now, this was calibrated. This at this point looks limited, but the United States is very much on alert for further potential risk to Americans.
Can I just, Jojo, can I just turn the camera around?
To exercise an abundance of
Yeah, come out. Yeah, that's no
I
problem.
want to quickly to it because he's showing photos.
All right, darling.
I want to show this photo. Thanks, Jojo. I'll come back in though.
Incoming missiles. There are the other lower level attacks that are harder to prevent against. And so that is why Americans are being warned to exercise caution, be aware of their surroundings, because America has entered this war that Israel launched on Iran just a few days ago.
Thank you. We want to bring in CBS News senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams, who is in Iraq. Holly, what are you hearing?
Hey there, Meg. Well, Iran state media reported a while ago that it had launched a missile operation called Annunciation of Victory or Blessings of Victory, depending on how you translate it, against U.S. bases in Iraq and Qatar. Now, we've had those strikes that were intercepted over the U.S. base in Qatar, but so far, nothing that we have been able to confirm here in Iraq. There are around 2,500 U.S. troops here in Iraq. We're a few miles from one U.S. base. There are others in the southwest of the country and also the capital, Baghdad. Now, this was not unexpected. Iran's foreign minister said yesterday that his country had to respond to those U.S. airstrikes against Iran's nuclear facility. We spoke to one Middle Eastern security expert who agreed. He said that if Iran didn't respond, it risked looking weak and being humiliated in the eyes of its rivals here in the Middle East as well as its own people. U.S. forces in the Middle East, and there are bases scattered across this region, along with around 40,000 troops. They were already on high alert, bracing for a possible Iranian retaliation. You heard that reporting just now from Margaret that this may have been a kind of calibrated response, perhaps even a bit theatrical, performative. That's really interesting because one possibility here is that this was a kind of face-saving response for the Iranian regime, and we will now start to see diplomatic wheels start to turn, perhaps even an Iranian capitulation, and they curtail their nuclear program. That is clearly what President Trump has been hoping for. The other possibility, of course, is that this could potentially spiral out of control into a bigger regional war. We know that many countries here in the Middle East were deeply concerned by the U.S. strikes against Iran, even Saudi Arabia, Iran's arch rival. We assume that they are more concerned now.
All right, Holly Williams for us in Iraq. Thank you so much. We want to bring in White House reporter Willie James Inman now.
You want to come back in,
really,
Jojo?
How are lawmakers reacting? What are you hearing from the White House?
Hey there, Meg. Good to be with you.
Well, JJ, do you want to get back in the box?
On his schedule today, had a 1 p.m. meeting with his national security team. We haven't yet gotten word as to whether or not
Where's JJ?
has started or if the president moved that meeting to the Situation Room. We, of course, know that the White House was bracing for this type of response from the Iranians. In fact, the president warned.
No, obviously, they're saying that they think it's going to be like a Middle Eastern war.
The American Republic
they have TTV.
That the United States would respond if Iran retaliated against U.S. interests in the region. We, of course, wait to hear from the president himself. He oftentimes will post his message on Truth Social, but we do know that the U.S. and the Department of Defense have been monitoring this development as we see it play out on our screens there at this military base, this Air Force base in Qatar, that Gulf state hosting thousands of U.S. troops, a large air base and one of the largest, in fact, in the region. We, of course, know that the U.S. has other assets in the region as well, including in Iraq. As Holly mentioned, Syria. We wait to hear from the White House. We do know, as I mentioned, that he has that national security meeting, perhaps huddling with officials and watching this play out in real time. But no word from the White House yet in terms of a reaction to this response. But I will point out a defense official says that there were no U.S. casualties, saying that this Al-Udeid air base was attacked by Iranian missiles. Earlier today, as we saw play out on our screen, but no U.S. casualties in that attack there in Qatar, Meg.
And Willie, what has the response been from Republicans versus Democrats?
Yeah, well, we have seen this response to the president's attack play out, for the most part, Republicans supporting the president in this decision to attack Iran. We know, of course, that the president likely does not want a prolonged conflict. In fact, his officials telegraphed as much over the weekend on Sunday, hitting the airwaves, saying that this was a targeted operation. And, of course, now we're seeing the Iranian response to that. Some top Democrats, Democratic leaders, including Hakeem Jeffries, have essentially blasted the president for this. And something that Democrats have been warning about or perhaps concerned about is getting into a prolonged conflict. We are seeing that play out now, this Iranian response, although it appears to be a tempered response, not a wide-ranging response in terms of attacking those U.S. interests in the region, but a mixed message, a mixed response coming from lawmakers here on Capitol Hill, at least, in terms of the president's decision to get involved in this conflict there in the Middle East.
And how concerned are they that other countries will now get involved and retaliate possibly against the U.S.?
Yeah, that certainly is a concern. Most of the focus here is on Iran. The president, though, talked about the potential of other nations providing nuclear weapons to Iran. It's unclear what more the president will say on that. But the large part of this, the large focus of this has been on Iran and its proxies in the region. We, of course, know that the U.S. has allies in the region, including Qatar, other nations that are closely aligned with the U.S. because they provide the U.S. government rather provides defense to those nations in the region. But nonetheless, we have seen Iran as really just decimated in terms of its military apparatus, its proxies in the region, including Hezbollah and Hamas, decimated in the region as well. So a weakened Iran, as we've been talking about here on our air, responding at least a soft response, if you will, in terms of this U.S. attack on Iranian nuclear sites over the past weekend, Meg.
All right, Willie James Inman at the White House for us. We will check back with you in a little bit. We're going to take a short break, but our coverage continues next with a look at what roles other countries in the Middle East may play in the coming days and weeks as tensions grow between Iran, Israel, and the U.S. You're watching CBS News 24/7.
What happens
when reporters take you inside the story.
I've been asking for over a year and a half for access into this place, and this is the first time we're getting it.
You get the all-new CBS Evening News every weeknight.
This is CBS.
There you go, guys. There you go.
He's being fed, bless him.
Yeah. Oh, there's the water one.
Need some WD-40, Angie.
Oh dear.
Angie, have you got any WD-40
No.
for your doors?
Oh no, I don't.
You can put a bit of oil. You know, a bit of cooking oil. It's just to lubricate it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Where's
what's
the
happening
Anna?
on TikTok, guys? Let's have a look, shall we?
I haven't seen Ziana for a few days. Is she alright?
Yeah, I think she was here this morning, today. She doesn't want to. What do you mean, Sil? The last of her worries, Joe is W.
I know, I'm trying to distract.
Hi, Kirsty.
Ladies,
Hiya.
you okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. Angie, you need to, I've just ordered it myself, but you need to add it onto your TikTok shop. They've got a wind-up solar radio,
Oh,
and it's
I've got
also, what do you call it, a power bank for your phone as well, and a torch.
Yeah, I've seen those. They look good.
Yeah, I've just ordered it myself.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I thought, well, you could get that on your TikTok shop.
Wind up radio.
Yeah, I've got a picture of it.
How much are they?
I think it was like £5 or £6.
Oh, that's good.
Are you okay?
Hello, Miss
Hi,
Penny.
Mister, you alright?
Oh, hold on, where's my phone? I'm not too bad. I just wanted to say, there's no point you all ordering all of these wind-up electric things, because I've looked on Google, Angie, and there's no bunkers for the members of public anyway. So if they dropped a nuclear thingy on us, then we'd have nowhere to go, because there's no bunkers for us to live in the UK. There is in Switzerland, but not here. So if anything happens, we've got nowhere to go, so the radio stations won't be much help.
No, but it's more if we have like blackouts, isn't it?
Oh, I think we've got more to worry about that. I think it will all just go and then but guys, you don't need to worry, because we'll all be going through it together, you see. Because, you know, if one of you gets hit, we all get hit, do you know what I mean? So we're in this together, Angie.
Well, the main thing is we need Angie to get a solar power bank, because we need her to live stream still.
She'll be all right. She'll have her own bunker, that one.
To keep us all sane through it.
How, Angie, are you feeling nervous?
No, not really.
Have you got a basement?
Although we're not going to sleep tonight because I've got a lot to do.
Got a lot of shopping to do, guys.
Have you got a basement, Angie?
No, do you?
I have.
No, I don't have one. Jojo has. We're going to live with Jojo.
I'll have to go and evict the spiders and stuff. I don't go down there.
Oh, Jojo, you'll have to get rid of the spiders for me and Angie, because I'm scared of bugs.
Well, no, Angie's all right, because what she can do is she can just dig up Sheila and then she can hide in that hole.
Oh, justice for Sheila.
That's true. Absolutely.
Exactly. You're safe then.
Angie, you sure you don't have a basement that you haven't noticed?
Don't have a basement, no. Not
You
no.
Are you sure you haven't noticed?
Definitely don't have a basement here.
Because it might be hidden.
That's what she's doing tonight, guys. She's digging. That's why she's busy.
Oh my God, look what someone's put out.
What?
Oh no, what?
Oh no. What have they put out, Angela?
No. Alexa.
Yeah, they quick on the mark on here, aren't they?
But my husband's do it.
No, you got the phone.
Drink that Buzz Bowl.
Where's Babalusha in that though?
Oh, that's hilarious. Who did that, Angie?
Oh, that's good, man. That could be for tomorrow. Yeah, what's this?
It's a different rule, but
no. But there's been no drama on today.
No.
I told you there was room for me, Angie. You said there was no room because of Babalusha.
Alexa, stop. What bloody hell's my Alexa? What the hell?
What's she doing, Angie? Is she playing tricks on you?
Ah?
Is she playing tricks on you?
She's been badly behaved today, Miss B. She won't do what she's being told.
Really? Turn her off by the plug, Angie.
Turn her off.
No, because then in about half an hour she'll be shouting at it when it's not turned on.
What have you done today, Angela?
Not anything really.
Oh, really?
No, one sec.
Weren't you in here earlier, Miss B? With everybody?
Oh, I can't remember. I think so. I was here when Luke was babbling on.
Yeah.
Bless him. He's off his head, that one. I think we need to get him some anger therapy.
I think he's beyond that.
Yeah, goodness knows.
Yeah, I think there's no help there.
So, Jojo, when are you going to start refurbishing your basement for me? I'm not joking either, Jojo.
I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'll be busy like Angie.
Well, you better be busy sorting out that basement because I need a bed and I need lights and a heater. What else do I need in the basement?
I've got to get rid of all the spiders first. I don't go down there. I get scared.
Hey.
Hello, Angela.
There's been nothing happening on TikTok. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's all been happening in your bloody lives.
Yeah. Huh?
TikTok's been really boring for days, isn't it? Like on other lives.
Yeah.
It's all been going off in your account. That's why, Angela, you've been sending me over the edge with all this drama.
The exact thing, there was a lot of bloody drama.
Oh, yeah, that
Send
was
you a
lot.
message on this account, okay.
But Angie, I said that on the Discord, like, you can say what you want to say about Zach, but he's never doxed you or anything, has he?
Zach, no.
Exactly, he's never doxing Angela. But that Bori, on the other hand, is bloody doxing everyone like he's the UK census.
He has been, yeah.
Outrageous. I think everyone's very stressed and anxious, Angela.
Oh, because of the news.
You're all going to go. Sorry.
Don't miss me.
That's it. Done, guys.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I think we'll be okay, Angie. They won't let anything happen to us. But I think we need to move to Switzerland because they have the bunkers in Switzerland for the public.
Oh.
Yes. So, Angela, we're going to create a new home. We're going to get a plane to Switzerland and we're going to get some snow boots and we're going to live in the basement thing.
Oh. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, what's buy some skis. We need to buy some skis, don't we?
Oh, someone just asked a good question.
I've just got a message come through.
Someone just asked, what would you do there?
I don't know. Something nice, something more rich. A nice pudding as well. I like my cheesecakes.
Really? I can't stand cheesecakes.
Oh, yeah.
Sod the mill. I'm going to get my ends away.
You what? And you what?
Maybe a bottle of vodka.
My ends away. If we've only got half an hour left of this world, I'm going to go and have a bit of fun, not eat.
What do you mean, your end away?
Like male, like, you know, a bit of...
Oh, Kirsty, that's too much, Kirsty. Angela...
I'll get a bottle of vodka. That's what I'll be getting.
Angela, this Kirsty woman's saying that she's going to be bloody boyaka in the bed sheets before World War III.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to worry about eating if the world's going to end.
Oh.
I'm going to go out with a bang.
Go out with a bang? That's more than a bang. Oh.
Right.
Have you heard what's going on, Angela?
Is what?
Kirsty is saying that she don't want a last meal. She wants to boil a cat in the bed sheets before the world ends, Angela.
Yeah, well, technically it's a meal, sausage.
Or fish.
No, I prefer the sausage.
Battered or unbattered?
Oh, don't want it battered. No.
We'll have all the battered sausages.
Mind you, I suppose if the world's coming to end, beggars can't be choosers. You just take whatever's in. You've only got half hour.
What? Well, is it your husband, Kirsty, or are you going to find someone on the street?
Oh, I'm single, my love, so I'll just find any random.
That's even worse, Kirsty. So you're just going to go on the streets and...
Yeah, why not?
Oh, it's a bit cheeky.
Well, what's the point in having going to the end of the world with a full stomach?
Oh, well, I agree with you. I'll just have a Mr. Green.
Well, that's what I mean. Each their own. I prefer sausage. You prefer Mr. Green.
Yeah, well, mine's a bit more nicer.
Well, it depends. Depends how you look at it.
I'll have vodka. That's what I'll have.
Angie, what's gone on?
Oh, no, just messages.
What are the messages saying?
Yeah, what's this about Candyman? So people have heard about this Candyman. What's all that about then?
What's he done now?
I don't know. I'm just getting messages, but it's too long to read while I'm on live.
Right.
I'll say Candyman's been slating you, Angela.
No, it's nothing to do with me, but I don't know. So I didn't know if people knew about this Candyman. I don't know what it is because it's too long to read.
Isn't it a horror movie?
Oh, we on one tonight about him. That's what he's getting messages about Candyman.
Angie, I thought that was a horror movie.
No, it's
He's not been active for a while, has he?
Accused of rape. He's been accused. Of by who? But then again, this is another one. This is an accusation that where's the evidence of? Do you know what I mean? Has it gone to court? Was it NFA? You know what I mean?
I know exactly.
He posted proof of Candyman being accused.
Apparently, Sam Walker's posted on his Instagram. Have you got Sam Walker on your Instagram, Angie?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, Jojo, have a look at Sam Walker's Instagram. Apparently, it's on there.
So, wait a minute. I've got to see this photo once.
Oh, the gossip.
No further action. And then does NFA just mean there's no proof that they've done it or not done it?
Yeah, there's not enough proof to accuse them officially.
And that's the thing. So, I mean, what's his accusation? Is there any court? Did it go to court? Did he get arrested? Or is any? If that's evidence we want, isn't it? Was it NFA or? I mean, anyone can just come on and say this is. Anyone can come on and say this happened, but I don't know. I haven't read it because it was just too long for me to read while I'm live. I'm getting messages.
Oh, it's all going down.
Angie. Oh, she's paused again.
Apparently, it's on Corey's Facebook as well.
What about Candyman or Sam?
Someone else
Candyman.
Facebook.
Jay.
Hey.
I've just sent you something on WhatsApp about Sam. You want to have a look?
Yeah, but there's no evidence that's Sam, though.
It is Sam. It is Sam. Go and have a look, Angie.
No, Sam's made a post about Candyman, Angie.
Sent it to you. I've sent it to you WhatsApp. It is Sam. It's on his Instagram.
I can't cope with all this gossip.
Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. What have we missed out on, guys? Oh, no.
I don't want to say, you know what I mean? I want Angie to look first.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Sammy? I'll tell you something. I might start on the flaming vodka now.
Oh, Jojo.
You what, darling?
He's in hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Sam Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You say it, Angie. I don't really want to
talk about it.
I knew he was in. I knew. Yeah.
Why? Last time I heard, it was still missing.
Well, someone came out of it, didn't they? So.
Do you know why he's in hospital?
I'll show you the post. Yeah, box shoe, Tinkerbell. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he was in hospital. Well, I knew what you knew, wouldn't it? Because someone came out of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Hiya.
Hi.
Hiya,
just let me figure out how to get the camera on and turn it round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Natalie. People knew that. Yeah,
just flip it, Tinker. No, you don't mind me saying Tinker.
Oh, I've got it.
Put you in the big box.
Put you in the big box, darling. There you go.
Yeah, so it says to let people know I'm in hospital in Africa and have been for the last 28 days. Some of the police in Africa, okay, you still see the rest. For the first 8 days, I was in hospital. I'm hoping to be sent to Spanish hospital in this week. My baby's coming in 5 weeks.
And it's on his proper Instagram.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's definitely him then, yeah. Just don't want to
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I'll take that off in case you get a banana.
You can just kick me out.
I
bet Holly's worried, isn't she?
Oh, so he's counting that's... Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to run with anything. Wow. Yeah, let's get back to Candyman then. I hope Sam's okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm sure he'll tell a story when he gets back.
Yeah, it's his story to tell, isn't it? So
yeah. I didn't really want to discuss him a lot, you know what I mean, with the situation.
No. What do we think Candyman's done then, Angie?
Candyman has been accused of rape, apparently.
By who?
I need to get on a Facebook. I do have a Facebook that I don't even know the password to. You know what I'm like with my password.
Yeah.
But
whose Facebook is it? I'll have a look now.
It's on Corey Wilder's, I think, Instagram. So maybe get it from that. I think it's
There's his Instagram or his Facebook, guys.
Instagram, I think.
Okay. Oh, so we're getting Facebook.
Sorry, guys. I don't know which one it is.
Facebook. I'll jump it because my bloody Facebook's on this phone, so I can't look at it on my phone.
Because he normally shares everything to his Insta, doesn't he? That's why I've been sharing everything to his Insta recently.
I'll just wait for Angie to come back and say, oh. Oh, it's on both. Oh, I haven't even got Instagram on this other phone either. On Sam's Instagram, Sarah. That's what I'm just going to go and check, but I think Angie's just checking a message to let me know if it is definitely Facebook. Oh, that was usual, Kirsty. What was Horror Queen?
Okay. She's talking to somebody.
Right, I'm going to go and check Facebook and then I'll be back.
All right, love. All right, she's on phone, guys. All right, Angie. All right, darling. Are you all right, Miss B?
Oh, I'm not too bad, thanks, Jojo. I'm just having a drink. How are you, babes?
Don't blame you, hon. I honestly don't blame you.
I needed it today.
Let's get the drinks flowing. Bloody hell. Might as well party. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Well, that's what I mean, Jojo. If you don't know what's happening in the world, you might as well just have a cheeky drink or something. Do you know what I mean?
Life's too short, Miss B.
Well,
It's certainly fun. Yeah, we've seen it, darling. We've seen it about Sam. Bless him. On a Monday. Well, it's been a stressful few days. She's still on the phone, guys.
Can she hear us?
I don't know. I don't know if she can. If she's. I don't know, Miss B. Are we being too loud?
This is what I mean. I don't know.
Don't know. Quick, we'll just whisper.
Okay, we'll whisper.
I love our whispering. You know, when you whisper, but you end up being louder than what you are when you whisper.
What are we like, Jojo?
I know. I know.
Oh?
Work.
Right. Can somebody go on to Facebook? Does anyone have Facebook where they can go onto it?
What? As in...
Anybody have Facebook?
As in come to or just to check?
Yeah, there's a lot of posts on Candyman and voice recordings. And I want to play them. But I need someone that's got on Facebook.
Let me see Queen Bee, because I think she sent me to me, but let me have a quick look. I'll ask her.
I've got a laptop. I can try and use that. Do you want me to try and use a laptop?
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, I can try. Right, hold on.
Otherwise, I could create an account maybe, and then I can look that way. Should I create a quick account? How long does it take to create Facebook? I did have Facebook. I deactivated it.
Usually there's like a button that says like sign in with your app.
Yeah, I'm not going to sign in on mine because people dox shit. I'll just
Queen Bee's going to come up on her backup and show you, Angie.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, right,
can I let her in when I see her in? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Can I turn this laptop off then?
Yeah, she's got it all.
Okay, amazing, thanks.
And I'm gonna see if I can just create one quickly. Sign up.
Oh, she is. Request a box, Queen Bee.
Email can't be used. Try to. Oh, for God's sake. What other emails have I got on here? Oh, bloody annoying. Let's have a look.
Here she is, Angie.
Hello.
Hiya. How long is it, Queen Bee?
There's a few posts and a few videos. Hang on, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So many people are saying that the voice notes are vile.
Yeah, they are, I think.
Right. Do you just
Amazon? Have a look, Sam. Apparently, Sam is on.
Yeah, you can do.
Is he?
We can just put the posts up, can't we, Queen Bee, when we've seeing if Sam's on.
I'll just have a look.
Hold a minute, Queen Bee.
Okay.
No.
Is he on sub?
He's gone live recently. Has he come off again? He went off. He was on. Okay, he went off. To your email.
No, not play the voice notes, but obviously play the.
No. Yeah. Let's see if I can just create one.
You want Queen Bee to go in the big box, Angie, or?
Yeah, what is she? Because she's showing them.
Yeah. Is that all right, Queen Bee?
Yeah, that's fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want me to show it on screen, or do you just want to hear it?
Yeah, just hear it. I don't know. What was it? A voice recording?
I think there's a lot of
written just voice recordings.
Are there? But I think some of them are vile, aren't there? People are saying.
I did send you the link, Jojo, to his.
Do you want me to send that link to Angie? People are saying you'll get.
She wants to check it out first.
Queen Bee, have you got that thing on your phone where it shows you the words that are used in the thing?
Which? The what?
Does that make sense? So you know the voice notes. Have you got the thing on your phone where it says the words that are used in the voice note? Because then, like, it won't be banned, will it? If like we've got.
Oh no, I don't.
Let me see if I can send the link to you, Angie. 1 minute.
Because if people are saying them bad, I don't want to get Angie.
Angie apparently is back on. Apparently Sam's back on.
Is he? Oh, okay. Oh, it's going off tonight. Right.
He's on sub only.
Oh, I can't get on. He's on sub only. Is anyone sub to him? Sam's posts. Watch which one. Is he another one? No, he's on. Has he just come off, or is he on just sub only?
Sub only now. But everyone keeps talking about his post.
That's probably the one we showed, is it?
Is there any new posts on his account?
He's on sub only, so we can't see he's on sub only.
No, but we can see what's on his account, can't we? Not his videos.
There's nothing on his account.
I've forwarded you what I've been sent by Queen Bee to you.
Someone says a fake account.
On WhatsApp, Angie.
Huh?
I forwarded you what Queen Bee sent me on WhatsApp to your WhatsApp.
My WhatsApp. What? Say it again, sorry?
I forwarded you what Queen Bee sent to me on WhatsApp to you.
Yeah, I got those already. So I think someone sent me those. Corey sent me those. I'm just going to go into his page and see what he's got in here. Corey.
Okay.
How do I find him? There's many Corey Wild. Oh, there he is. Right. So it's Sankey shared. How do you go? Because I'm not really much about. Oh, here we go. Cameron. Right, that's his name. So it says here. So is this from him?
You go in the big box, Angie.
Oh yeah. So this is from him. All right. So it's just I'm going to read this out. It's just a message here, and this is from him, I think.
We'll just mute.
Yet again, one-sided set of voice notes. Now show what you said to get them responses. Telling people I'm a rapist, also homophobic, abuse and body shaming. Hence why you got it all back. So is this what Corey showed? I own what I said and what now. Show what you cause in responses. You weird CUNT. And this is Dawn. Cameron, you are a compulsive liar. I have everything I said. If anyone wants to be bored to death with it, just ask. So then we got these other ones, messages here. Okay, yes, now I'm following your lead. Okay, that's anything there. Oh, there's voice notes here. Can we play these though? Because these are private, aren't they? Have these been played already? There's a lot of voice notes that are on.
I don't know, Angie. I don't know if Corey's played them. Is Corey on? Will he be playing them? I wouldn't advise playing them.
Do you want Queen Bee to play them? Because then it's not...
No, it's not that, because I wouldn't expect anyone else to play them if I'd feel a bit uncomfortable, do you know what I mean?
So I can, Angie, if you want me to, I can screen record them, send them Jojo, and then Joe can pass them to you WhatsApp. See if they're acceptable to play.
Time to get the truth out. I mean, the real truth. In September, I was in a chat with... Oh, she's got a long message with Jodie Kerr. She added Charles Webb right away. The chat went from a bit of bickering to abuse, mainly from Charles. I don't know who any of these people are, though. Oh, God, they sound bad. Baron it's shown. Has Corey played these on here? He said they'll play them on favorited.
Becca's saying boxer.
Corey's only just shared that 38 minutes ago on his Facebook.
Hello, Angela.
Hiya.
Do not play them voice notes. They get worse and worse as they go through. You'll definitely get banned.
Are they really bad?
Yeah.
I've seen a post about Sam. Yeah, I hope he has a full recovery.
Angie?
Yeah?
Why don't you go on mute and listen to them and then tell us what it said in a more, like, TikTok-friendly way?
Yeah, let me go and... I won't play them all because I think there's a lot. Yeah, I'll play a few of them. I'll mute.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop anyway. I just wanted to tell you so you didn't get banned.
It's all coming out, isn't it? Could play them on favorited. Yeah, you could, I suppose. It's on his Insta.
Is there any more? I've gone through two. I've gone through two. I still don't understand about this NFA though. Where's all that information? Okay, there's a message here. To treat people how they treat me and what? And when did I speak to you in that manner? And look where you are now, defending scum CUNTs like them three and sitting with them listening to their lies, has put in there for getting involved with someone that has nothing to do with you. Let me explain something to you. The first time I heard about this disgusting grape accusation was in the chat. That was Webby, Jodie, and myself in the photo. Before I knew it, the group has a cast of thousands. I can count on it. I can't really see it. On one hand, I spoken to Frankie. The first time, I don't know who these people are. I don't understand why people put posts up like this, yeah? And they don't explain who this person is or who that person is. This means nothing to me. I don't know who they are. It's annoying me. The first time the other day, first I knew about the grape allegations was the other day. Is this him or her? Do you know what I mean? It's just annoying me now. This is him, isn't it? So, this is from him. First I knew about the grape allegations was the other day. I still don't know the details. I think it's disgusting to make false accusations, but grape is by far worst. And I don't blame you for 1 minute for suing. It's a criminal offence who made it. I don't know who this blue person is in blue. It's really annoying me.
No, it's hard when you don't know what.
All you got is circled. I mean, can they make it a little bit easier? You know, she circled a red circle on a comment, which is by, I think, is it her? And then you got someone in blue. Who the hell's the one in blue? Hunter groups. Right, okay, hunter groups. I've only heard 2 voice recordings. Is that correct, or is there more?
Someone said in the chat that there's about a dozen, about 8. But Queen Bee, how many voice messages are there?
I've only heard 2. There's only 2 that's up here. It says +9, but it's only that one in there.
9. Bloody hell.
Yeah, but that's all there is.
That's what Eternity's saying. There's 9. Angie.
10.
Oh, God.
That you can hear.
There's 10. It's just like what they've recorded, like on the
Yeah,
Facebook.
it says +9, but there's only 2 uploaded. 2 actual voice recordings uploaded. Is that the same for you? And then he's put yet again one-sided set of voice notes. Now show what you said to them response to get them responses. Telling people I'm a rapist, also homophobic abuse and body shaming, hence why you got it all back. I own what I said and what now. Show what caused them responses you would see you into. That's his response to the voice notes. Can we not get him in the chat? Can we share it to him, see if he'll come in the box? There's loads of voice messages from who is it? What's the person's name? Guys, can you not give me just the first name? I need the whole name. But why is everyone obsessed with Sam? I can't see Sam. I was just going to see if he's right, but I can't see him because he's on sub only. Sam's lost so much weight. What's other? So that's all I've got basically. I've got 2. Have you got any more than 2 voice notes, Queen Bee?
I think Laura said that she'd subbed to Sam and Jay.
No, what I could do, like I said, sorry, Jojo. I can screen record them and send them to Jojo, all of them. Do it properly in order, and then Jojo can send it all through to you to WhatsApp properly. If that
Oh yeah, okay, do it like that then, yeah.
All right then, hon, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down and I'll get it sorted. It won't take me long.
Right.
All right then, thank you.
In a bit, guys. Bye.
Hello, bye. Laura said.
I know, guys. I know Sam is on. I can't check because he's on sub only.
I think Laura said she has actually subbed to Sam, so she could come to him for you.
Is he? Yeah, he doesn't really like that though, does he? When you
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No. Which I don't blame him, to be honest with you. Especially if he's in. Well, he's in hospital, so I wouldn't like it personally. But yeah, bless him.
Yeah. So I don't really know about this.
Yeah.
All I know about this Candyman, from what I read, and this until I get these messages, these other voice notes, right, is that
he's been
accused of some kind of essay,
right?
Assault, or he's saying here rapist.
No.
That's what he's saying. That's all I've got. And then 2 voice notes, and he doesn't, and he's horrible in what he says to her. However, he is right in one thing. It is one-sided.
Yeah, which is often what happens, Angie, as we know.
So I don't know if the voice notes, because he did put in a message up there. Well, why don't you play the video, the voice notes of why I said that?
Yeah.
So can he not put those up, Candyman?
Who knows? He'll probably put something up in retaliation back to it, won't he?
It's on here. You sent it. Let me have a look. Is it on TikTok? They sent it. So I've been sent it from here. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. I haven't got anything. Oh yeah, I do have it. No, it's been. It says not available. Post not available. It's already been taken down or something.
That was quick.
Yeah, but maybe he's blocked me. I don't know. That person may have blocked me.
Okay.
Guys, can we share it to Candyman so we can get into the box? Because I'm fair, aren't I?
Yeah, you are, Angie. You always want to know the two sides of the story, which is how people need to be. You know, because everybody's got their story, haven't they? You know.
See, that's,
and that is one thing I can say about you, Angie. You are fair that way.
Yeah, this is what people do, right? Is they basically I was going to say is they put all the voice notes of that one person instead of putting the whole conversation.
Yeah.
I think they need to put the two sides of the voice notes.
Yeah, they do.
Because, you know, we don't know if she's called him a rapist or a peddler or whatever he may have called her for a reaction.
I know.
I've got Delusive Angie. Delusive Angie 38. I've got that one as well too. I thought it was weird that she didn't put hers up as well. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Stop trying to, you know, put one-sided conversations up. Put both, not try, you have. Put both sides of those conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Angie, I'm off to the loo 1 minute.
Give it a don't put both sides of the conversations. You could ask yourself why. You know what I mean? All right, Jojo, yeah.
Yeah, it shows that they've said something, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think she's going to send me on this one. I'm not too sure. No, 38 account.
She said she's going to repost it, the tea.
Apparently, he got an NFA, but there's no evidence of that either, whether that's true or not. And if that's true, you should maybe have it from the police or something, you know, NFA, or email, text message, letter. Do you know what I mean? So let's have a look at the other message. Right. No, haven't got it. What's NFA? NFA is no further actions from the police. So means he's been arrested for whatever it may be, and there wasn't enough evidence. So it's NFA. Which doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It could be there's either no evidence or lack of evidence. Yeah. You know, it could be that he just didn't do it, but we don't know. Sam looks, oh really? Sam, it's not sub-only, is it? It is sub-only because I looked. Let me have a look. I'll only have a look for a second because he doesn't like people cam-2ing him, does he, Sam? It's sub-only. 131k, that's him, isn't it? He's very upset, is he? Someone messaging me. Can we share the live to Candyman? Can we ever get Candyman on? See if we can share it to him. He was attacked. Bloody hell. I hope he's alright though. He's not good. No, I can't do a preview. I just wanted to see if he's alright. He looks like, oh, does he? Oh, there he is. Hello, Candyman. Yeah, we're discussing all this stuff on Facebook. And first of all, as you know, I am very fair. So, and I did say, well, I think if someone's going to put voice notes up, and I haven't heard them all, I've only heard 2, they should put both sides of the voice notes up, not just what they want people to listen to. So, would you be at all posting any voice recordings from what she said to you to get that response? Box, please. Diamonds, you're not in the box, are you? Oh, wait a minute. Candyman's in the box.
Good evening, Angela. How are you?
Hello, hi.
Right, first of all, that happened 2 years ago, maybe just over. I am no longer part of the hunting community because I walked away from it due to what I was going through in my own life. So, yeah, fire away. I'll answer any questions.
Yeah, okay. Question 1. Did you get NFA?
I've never been arrested. I don't have a criminal record. Multiple people on TikTok have actually seen my acro, right? So to get an NFA, I would have had to be arrested, which I have never, ever been. So again, that's rubbish. I know where it stems from because I've just had that post sent to me. Now, the woman was part of the hunting community, and she was mocking the passing of my mum, who died of cancer. So in response to that, because I was still mourning her death, I became very triggered, and yeah, I said everything. I literally said every single word in them voice notes. And I own it. I literally own it.
I've only seen 2, to be fair. But do you have evidence of your voice notes?
Corey's just played my voice notes.
Oh, no, not the ones, I mean, of her.
No, I don't have them.
Yeah, because I don't know if she's going to hear this, but I just feel if she's going to, put yours on, I think she needs to put hers on, which she should have as well.
And they've been up for 2 years, maybe longer.
Not your ones, I mean her what she said to you.
And it's like I've just turned around and said, it's very, very, very coincidental. It's a one-sided voice note conversation. Why don't they play hers? Also, why hasn't Corey shown my post that I did when I was on TikTok as Cameron Hunter? Facebook, sorry.